Hello, DGens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes College Football Best Bets, Locks, and Predictions for Week 10. I, of course, am the Brofect1 AJ with the broken green screen behind me. And, of course, sitting next to me in Minnesota, he is the man with the numbers, sportsbook whisperer, college basketball guru, daddy of the diamond. All hail the king of the links, Mr. Noah Engelbretson, the money train. Brother, we're in week 10 of college football. We got Maction. We've got football every single day of November. Is it officially the most wonderful time of the year, Noah?
Yeah, I think what you meant to say is we are 6 games into week 10 already.
Shit.
We have reached the time of the year where we got Maction on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We got the Fun Belt on Thursday and Friday. A couple other games sprinkled in on Fridays as well, but holy shit, we have football every single day of the week for the next, first week out of 4 that we will have football every single day of the week. It's exciting. If you're upset about that and you hate football, then you are a shitty person, and I don't want to know you or spend time with you.
And honestly, I want everyone to watch our show, but if you don't like football every single night, maybe we're not the channel for you. And hey, by the way, like, share, subscribe if you enjoy all betting content of all sports, including golf, hockey, soccer. I've been getting into soccer lately. I'm like 5-3 this week in soccer, so like I'm not saying I'm a sharp yet, but if I can get into soccer, I mean,
I hit pretty damn well last Saturday, and my overall record might have been a negative, but I hit pretty well on a couple alternate spreads.
Ooh.
Yeah, I juiced up Illinois. I juiced up Minnesota. There were 1 or 2 others that I juiced up, but yeah, the big ones were taking Illinois on a 17.5 point spread, Minnesota on, I think, a 14 or 17.5 point spread, getting those nice plus bunny bets in. Shit, I'm ready for some more college football, baby.
Brother, let's get into it because we've got a slate and a half to get through, and I love every single one of these games. Noah, you did a hell of a job picking them out this weekend. Let's get right into it with some action coming on Friday night. Noah, we got some Pac-12 at night on Friday. Oregon State going to Washington.
Pac-12 after dark.
What did I call it?
At night.
Oh, sorry. I used to work for Disney. That's a Disney saying. My bad. Pac-12 after dark. Oregon State going to Washington. Washington 4-point favorites at home. 4.5. I mean, excuse me. I don't have the totals up, Noah. I'm sorry. I'm failing right now. Just an epic. 54.5 is the total, Noah.
Yep.
Before I could even let you finish, I'm back in it. Here we go. And let me tell you, the bets, the money, it's coming in pretty heavy on Oregon State, probably as it should be. 54% of the bets, 75% of the money. And Noah, do you have any concern that this line is doing a reverse movement? It opened at 2.5, now 4.5. Washington's still favored, obviously. That number going up. The books seem to be fine with giving Oregon State bettors more and more points.
I actually love the way the line is moving, AJ, and I think you obviously know where I'm going on this game. Not a fucking doubt in my mind. Give me the Beavers. Give me a money line. I believe I said earlier this week on our episode that Oregon State was going to win out. And that's not a I think they could win out. That's a I think they will win out. They are going to win out. They're going to win their next 3, and then they're going to be playing for the Pac-12 North against Oregon. Last week of the season, rivalry week. That road to get to that point includes a win over Washington. I don't think they win this game. I think they win this game by over a touchdown.
Wow.
Maybe I think this is a 2 or a 3 score game in favor of Oregon State. They are legit. They are good. I don't understand how Washington's a 4.5 point favorite. Oregon State wins this game outright. And God, that over under 54.5, I'm going to stay off of that one.
Yeah, that 54.
But I'm leaning under, but I'm staying off of it.
You know, Noah, handicapping this game and looking at it, I kept seeing that line move, and I'm like, why the hell is it moving the wrong way? Like, it should be, if anything, it should be at a pick'em right now. It should be at a pick'em, the way it's being bet and everything like that. And
people don't want to admit Oregon State's good. That's the problem.
They don't, and I can't figure out why.
They can't deal with it. They can't deal with the reality.
And Noah, that's why. Okay, thank you very much. I'm going with Oregon State with the points. Go ahead, give me those. Free money, and then I'm also going to sprinkle a little on the money line there. I have a lot of faith in this Oregon State team. Washington at home can be a little scary, but it's not a home field advantage like other schools that we are going to talk about later in the show. I don't like the total whatsoever. I like the under when it was at 60.5. 54.5 seems like it regulated a little bit more. That should be the total.
Oh, it opened it. It opened at 60.5.
I would have if I would have seen that. I should have seen that. I would have slammed the under at 60.5. But hey,
me too.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda,
yeah,
right?
54 feels like right where it should be. 54, 55.
Yeah. No, I'm good with it. And that's why I'm staying off of it. And Noah.
Me too.
Holy shit! I didn't realize we have Air Force and Army at 8:30 in the morning my time. Jesus Christ. We're not handicapping that game. Yeah, 8:30.
Huh. Armed Forces games always actually, that's our bonus bet, not actually part of our slate. But if it's an Armed Forces game, bet the under. And if you haven't figured that out by now, you are a sucker.
Yeah.
I don't even care what it is. It's probably in the 30s.
39.5.
That seems kind of high for a
little
Armed Forces game.
Well, that's why those 85% of the bets and 84% of the money is on the under there.
Yeah, those games always go under. They're always complete just barn burners.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyways.
Anyway, moving on.
That's our bonus pick is take the under in the Armed Forces games if you didn't know that already.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's a degenerate rule right there. Armed Forces Bulls take the under. Noah, I love this game. Starts us off early on Saturday with a nice, easy win. You got Texas Tech going to TCU. TCU, 8-point favorites at home. 69.5 is the total. Nice. You got everyone and their mom betting Texas Tech. I mean, everyone and their mom, despite that only moving up 1 point from 7.5 to 8.5. Noah, I'm going to say it once and I've said it again. TCU is here and they are real. They are beyond real. They should be in the top 5. They should kick Alabama out with the resume they have. TCU is on another path. They absolutely need to win out in order to get any chance at seeing a playoff. Give me TCU. Give me the 8 points because I don't like this Texas Tech team at all. I will slam the over at 69.5 though. Texas Tech loves to throw the ball. TCU can score a lot of points. Give me the over. Give me TCU minus the 8.
This game's tough for me. I feel like TCU wins this. But they've been playing a lot of tight games. I don't know that I love the 8.5. I like the grit and the winning capability that TCU has. I think they find a way to win this one regardless. I don't think it's a huge blowout. Texas Tech has offensive firepower. I think this game's very back and forth for most of it. TCU is going to have another close one, which is why they're going to stay out of the top 6 in the college football playoff, regardless of what happens with Tennessee, Georgia, because they're not going to have a commanding win. They're going to win it. It's not going to be commanding. I'm actually going to take Texas Tech to cover 8.5. Not to win, just to cover 8.5. And because I so much want to take the over as high as it is, I'm going to do the smart thing, and I'm going to take under.
Wow.
Under in this game.
Wow. I'm disappointed. No, I really am.
It's one of those that because every single bone in my body is screaming, take the over.
You don't think that's a sign to maybe take the effing over?
No, because every bone in my body is telling me take over, this game's going over 70 points. No, that doesn't happen that often. I mean, it happens more often in college football than NFL, but still, that's a really fucking high over-under, and every bone in my body's screaming, take the over. And so, no, I'm not listening. We're taking the under, and we're going to ride it, and my wallet's going to be happy at the end of the day.
50-40 final score, TCU covers and the over hits. Let's move it along, Noah, because I also love everything about this game, too. Tennessee going to the Georgia Dogs. Georgia's 7.5, 8-point favorites at home. Depends where you're shopping. And 66.5 is the total. I want to go. Let's go with you, Noah. I want to hear what you got to say first because I think it's very obvious with my history on this show which way I'm going and why. Give me a reason I should consider betting on Georgia this weekend.
I don't love this line.
It's a shitty line. It's a shitty line.
I feel like Georgia should be the favorite, but only by about 3.5, maybe 4. This game goes one of two ways. I think Tennessee wins this or Georgia covers. Because either Tennessee is that team. This is a destiny year for Tennessee. And they win the game. Or, they've blown out everybody they've played. They've put up a shit ton of points on everybody they've played. The only team they haven't blown out is Alabama, which no shame in that.
No one's blown out of Alabama.
And they should have lost to Alabama. Got lucky that Bama missed the field goal, and then they were able to go down and make the field goal before the end of regulation. But a win is still a win. Like I said, this is a coin flip for me between Tennessee money line and Georgia to cover the 8. I'm not even considering Tennessee plus 8 in this game.
All right. All right. Let me tell you.
Fuck. This is a really, really tough one for me. The one thing I do want to pick here is the under. Goes against everything I've been saying about Tennessee all season. I've been riding. I haven't been necessarily riding Tennessee as early as I should have with winning these big games or anything like that. But I have been saying all season Tennessee in the over is going to be your best friend, and that's been very, very nice, even with these really high over unders. That being said, I'm taking the 67 for an over under in a game that Georgia is playing. I think for me overrides Tennessee in the over. Georgia in the under overrides Tennessee and the over for me. I'm taking under 67 and God, fuck. I'm taking the under, so I'm taking Tennessee. I'm taking them.
Yeah, no, give me Tennessee money line. I'm with you. I'm not fucking around with the points here. I'll take it probably in a parlay to be safe. You know what I mean? Give me the 8 points. It's a juicy. But no, Tennessee is the pick here. It's the only pick here. Georgia, I'm not going to diminish what Georgia has done this season. They are a very strong team. That defense is still very real, even though they lost all of their starters last year. That offense can get points on the board when they need to. However, it's not their year. This is Tennessee's year. Give me Tennessee money line. Give me the 8 to be safe. And I'm sticking with what you've told me, Noah, because it's made me a lot of money this year. Tennessee and the over. Thank you very much. Let's have a fucking Saturday.
Feels like 98, baby.
It feels like 98, baby. Let's go Rocky Top. Oh, wait. What's the next game, Noah? I'm sorry. My phone's not working with me here. As we go.
Oklahoma State at Kansas.
At Kansas. Kansas is favored, aren't they? Yes, they are.
Kansas is favored by a single point.
By a single point or a pick 'em, depending where you're shopping. Again, shop your books. Be a responsible gambler. Totals at 63 and a half. Opened up OK State 6-point favorites. And it's moving down to a pick 'em now. This is following normal trends of betting with all the money coming in on Kansas State at 65% with 42% of the bets. So it's moving how I would expect it to. It was nice while it lasted for Kansas. That was a really fun 5 weeks. It was a lot of fun, Noah. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. Made some money. It was great. Yeah, OK State in an absolute slobber knocker. I mean, I'm talking KU is not even going to be mentioned again until the Final Four. They're going to get beaten so bad.
So you're talking alternate spread here. Taking
spread,
Oklahoma State minus points. Ooh, God, I wouldn't go that aggressive. But
dude, this Kansas team's got no juice left. They got no juice left. They used up all their juice. It's gone. Shout out to them for a 5-0 start. That was incredible. I can't wait to see it in basketball season starting Monday.
Yeah, magic run to start the season. Kansas is very quickly trending towards like an 8-4 finish to this year. Which if for them, that's a huge win followed by a medium loss because, you know, blew the expectations out of the water coming into the season. Then obviously new expectations get set based on how well they looked starting the year, and then those expectations fall flat. So the funny thing is, if you're a Kansas fan and somehow you're feeling disappointed about an 8-4 season, that's just fucking wild. But Oklahoma State, God, they had so much of a great opportunity and squandered it, but they're still a very good team. I don't know why they are the underdog playing in Lawrence. Oklahoma State wins this game. And hit me on that over.
Yeah,
Hit me on that over.
I'm not taking it. I like it though. I'm not taking it. I like it. Noah. Oh, I literally stayed up last night because I was laying in bed handicapping this game. I couldn't go to sleep until I figured it out, and I think I've cracked the code. All right, we're talking Alabama going to the family down in LSU. LSU 13.5-point dogs going into this game, total 56.5. Noah, this is, as I have said all season long since week one, this is not the same Bama team that it is of past. Nick Saban last year said it was a rebuilding year. This is truly a rebuilding year for him. I don't know what's not clicking, but there is something it feels like every game that is not firing on all cylinders, that has allowed Bama to have these games close. I mean, honest to God, no, I can't remember the last time I saw a 30-point spread for Bama, and I felt like that's all I saw last year. I feel like it's been more in the 20s and the teens, respectfully, because these other teams are better, but still, makes me worry about Bama.
LSU's ranked, what, 10, 12?
Yeah, I mean, they're not, like, I'm not saying they're chopped liver.
Okay, and here's the thing. Yeah, Bama, 1 or 2 games this season has not looked their best. Maybe 2 games tops they haven't looked their best.
Let's make sure we remind that's on the road they have not looked the best. Those 2 games
that did not look
the best were on the road.
I'm not even talking about the Tennessee game because Tennessee is that good that they are neck and neck in Bama. If that game's played in Tuscaloosa, Bama wins the game by a touchdown.
Yes.
And we're not even talking about last-second field goals. So, like, let's just get that straight. Games played on a neutral site. Bama probably is still up 3 to 7 points when the dust settles. Tennessee's just a really, really good team. They got the advantage of playing at home with a very extremely rowdy crowd. Bama's got the best quarterback, the best player in all of college football. They have the best player on. They have the best player on both sides of the ball, Bryce Young and Will Anderson.
Yes. But
Tennessee and Georgia are the only teams that should be able to hang with this Bama team. Obviously, the Texas game was a little bit of a fluke. I'm still calling that game a fluke.
I think we can all complete fluke.
I think after we've seen Texas the rest of the season, just now jumping back into the rankings, we can agree that game was a fluke. Bama goes in and blows the brakes off of LSU in this game. Like I said, they have the best player in the country on both sides of the football. I got some real good juice on Bryce Young for the Heisman. I've taken it twice now. I took it again for the second time last week, but I took it after they lost. After they lost to Tennessee, because that was one of my biggest takeaways. If you remember, AJ, when we were covering that Tennessee game, I said the best player on the field was Bryce Young.
Yes, absolutely.
The better team might have been Tennessee, but the best player on that field was Bryce Young, and I think he goes back to back with the Heisman. I am not shying away from Alabama. They still have the third best odds to win the national championship despite having 1 loss. Give me Alabama to cover that spread because I think they blow the brakes off of LSU, who has looked much better than expected this year, but still talent-wise does not match up anywhere near what Alabama is. And coaching-wise, Brian Kelly's done a very good job in year 1, but he is no Nick Saban.
No, I'm not, and I'm not even going to try to compare the two. But Noah, we both agree the Texas game was a fluke. However, it was the first signs of Bama's struggles in a extremely hostile environment. And that's what Texas was, and that's what Tennessee was, and that's what LSU is going to be this weekend.
Toughest stadium to play in all of college football on the road.
Absolutely. And so we got to remember that. We got to remember that Bama in 2 games where they have faced a hostile crowd has not played well. I look for that to continue this week into LSU. Not only that, maybe it's because Thanksgiving's around the corner. I've been thinking about family a lot more. Give me Brian Kelly. Give me LSU to cover the 13.5. I am banking on it maybe moving to 14 so I can get at least 2 touchdowns. But I think LSU keeps this with
You're not touching
touchdown.
money line, though.
Huh?
You're not touching money line, though. I said you're not touching money line, though. I know you ain't that crazy.
LSU money line. Yeah.
You don't really mean that.
Yeah.
You're not actually.
I do. Yes, I do, Noah.
Show me your ticket. Show me your ticket when you actually take that.
I will send it to you tomorrow. I will send it to you tomorrow night when I put all my bets in on Friday. All right, I put all my bets in Friday night, so I'm ready for Saturday morning. I will put them all in, and Noah, I will send you every single bet, and you will see LSU money line, a full unit. LSU, I'm not saying they're going to win the game. I am saying I believe in a very possible scenario to where this crowd gets into Alabama's minds like it did at Texas, like it did at Tennessee, like it's going to at LSU, and they crumble under the pressure. They got an extremely young team like they always do, but it's not enough. Bryce Young, probably, as you said, the best player in college football, will not be enough in order to bring Bama through this, because this is a team sport. This is not a me sport. LSU, 13.5, money line. Let's go. Put it on a goddamn shirt, Noah.
All right. Well, I strongly disagree with that, but,
I knew you would.
That is why we do this. This show wouldn't be very interesting if we agreed on everything.
Oh, absolutely not. They'd be like, why the fuck am I watching this? But then again, most people are like, why the fuck am I watching this? Shout out. Please like, share, and subscribe. We do appreciate it. We want to quit our day jobs and do this full time. Let's keep it moving, though, Noah. We're talking about another Kansas school. I mean, we're talking K-State at home against Texas. Texas, 2.5-point dog. Excuse me. I'm reading that wrong. Favorites on the road.
Home dog. Home dog.
Home dog alert. 54.5 is the total. Noah, I haven't talked to anyone's moms, but I believe they're all on Texas with 94% of the money, 67% of the bets. Noah, let's keep this one short, sweet, to the point. Horns down, K-State money line.
I fully. Can I fully 3 times agree? Because that's what I do.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
How the hell? You got a 1-loss Kansas State team and a 3-loss Texas team. Kansas State higher ranked than Texas. Kansas State playing at home. Kansas State a better team. Yet Texas is somehow favored by 2.5 points. It makes absolutely zero fucking sense. And yet the public is still on Texas, which gives you even more reason to just, not even worry about it.
Yeah, no.
To not even worry about it. No worries, man. This is like one of those rare occasions where all of the stars perfectly align and everything, everything perfectly aligns to, like, there's zero reason why you should be betting Texas in this game. This is Kansas State money line. This is free real estate, as they call it.
Free real estate.
It's free money. If you like money, you just take Kansas State. I mean, obviously, some weird shit could happen, and Texas could win. This is not financial advice, obviously, as we've stated on this show. But god damn, just do yourself a favor and take Kansas State.
Do it right now. Pause the video, open your phone, go on your sports book, Kansas State money line. Kansas State money line, Kansas State money line. If you lose the bet, tweet our PR manager at Matthias PR, and he'll probably tell you to fuck off. Going on from there, Noah. Clemson going to Notre Dame. Notre Dame 3.5-point dogs at home. 44.5 is the total. I
Easy
mean,
bet.
yeah. Yeah, Notre Dame hasn't turned around at all. They just not a good team this year. I hate to say it. They've turned it around a little bit. They've won some games they're supposed to, but this is I hate to say it. Clemson -3.5 all day.
AJ, I feel like, well, you admitted Clemson was legit for about a 1 or 2 week period, and then you went back to saying they're fake.
I still think they're fake. I just think Notre Dame is a very bad team.
Clemson's a very legit football team. Are they top 4 or 5 in the country?
No.
Maybe not. The problem is the way the committee works is Clemson's going to go undefeated, and they're probably going to make the playoffs. So, like, yeah, they play a weak schedule, but they're still a very good football team. Notre Dame is not very good
No.
this year.
No.
And somehow Notre Dame's only a 3.5 point dog. This seems like either this is an ultimate trap game or like this is a super easy slam Clemson type of spread. It's like last week when I saw the Titans as only a 1 point favorite playing against the Texans. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this spread? Like, I'm like, were there some major injuries I missed or something? I'm like Googling everything and I'm like, oh no, this is just fucked up. So I slammed that line and it hit. This is another one. I'm just going to slam the line because Clemson wins this game by 4+ easy.
Easy.
I feel like.
Easy. Unfortunately, Notre Dame is just not that good. Also,
we are taking the over, though.
Yes,
we are
definitely taking the over. Yes, absolutely taking Clemson in the over here. Give me the side. Give me the over. I do want to shout out the Pat McAfee show real quick, Noah. If you haven't seen it yet, one of their guys named Ty, he's also a Packers fan. He does a Lou Holtz impression that will have you rolling on the ground, dying laughing. Like, it is fucking hilarious. Highly recommend checking it out. But now let's talk about our content. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Wake Forest going to Syracuse. Oh, no, NC State, sorry. I saw the red S and, thought it was orange, these glasses and everything. NC State, 4.5 point home dogs. 54.5 is the total. Noah, Publix all over Wake Forest. What are your thoughts on this game against a very disappointing NC State team?
For me, this is the second hardest game to handicap on our slate behind Tennessee, Georgia.
Yes.
God, I feel like this game's a pick'em. I feel like this game is a pick'em, and because of that, God, I fucking hate that I'm going to take NC State again because they've let me down a couple times this season. But I feel like this game is a pick'em. They have the plus money. I'm just going to take the safe route, and I'm going to take NC State +4.
Yeah, I'm with you. This game should be at a pick'em the way both teams are playing. I love the 4.5 with NC State. I'm going to sprinkle the money line because I think this is where NC State's like, hey, AJ, I'm so sorry we lost you so much money early in the season. This is our little, like, here you go. Let's give back to you a little bit. We're sorry. Or there's going to be like or it's going to be like the toxic ex-girlfriend that's like, no, I've changed, I promise. And then you wake up the next morning and there's just a giant scratch over your car. And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Wake Forest goes, oh, did we get blown up by fucking Louisville? Oh, we don't remember that game. We were blacked out. It doesn't count. And then next thing you know, Wake Forest is blowing the brakes off of NC State.
Hey, just like late night Hawaii bets on a Saturday night, they don't count, all right? They don't count. I was down bad, a little drunk, my bad. All right, I shouldn't have taken it. Anyway, no.
A lot of drunk. By the time you get to the 11 p.m., the 10-11 p.m. Hawaii games, you're more than a little drunk usually on a Saturday, unless you're not a big drinker. But
yeah, that was a fun night, except for the losing. But anyway. Noah, let's
why do they play so late, man? That's just
it's a trap.
That's just low hanging fruit for Vegas right there. They're kind of dicks for even giving lines on those games. They should like shut those down by 8 p.m.
No, honestly. And like, I used to judge people when I worked at the sports book that would bet on, middle of the day, Eastern European basketball, odd even totals. You know what I mean?
At least you're not hammered at that point. Hopefully,
Eh,
hopefully.
you
I'm
should have
not
seen a
going to say
couple
you're
of the
not
guys at the
necessarily,
book. The bar opened at 10.
but
Uh,
but no, nobody's sober by the time you get towards kickoff of the Hawaii game.
no shot. And if you're sober, you're not betting on the game. So good on you.
Vegas knows what they're doing. I bet they make a lot of money off those Hawaii games.
Oh, they got it. I would love to see those numbers. I don't actually want to, though, because then I would never bet again. All right, Noah. I saw this game on the slate, and I got very interested why you put this game on the slate. And it's to wrap up the show. U of A, Wildcats, Bear Down Cats, going to Utah. Utah 17.5-point favorites at home. Total 67.5. Don't make me do it, Noah, because I'm going to. Don't make me do it.
As you should.
Come on,
As
really?
you should. I will back you up. I got reasoning.
All right, give me U of A 17.5. Give me the over as well.
Okay, good. I was a little scared you were going to take the money line. We're not doing that.
No. Not. I learned my lesson with U of A against USC. All right, we're not doing that one again.
But Arizona has the number 5 offense in all of college football.
True.
We're going to ignore the fact that we might have a bottom 10 defense, but number 5 offense, number 1 trio of receivers in all of college football. This team knows how to put up fucking points. And we were right in it till the very end last week against USC.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a little bit of a tougher game than the USC game. Spread's only about 2.5, 3 points different. We had USC at home. We're playing at Utah. That should tell you all you need to know. Somehow USC is still ranked above Utah. Yeah, Utah's getting more points on the spread. Whatever. We're going to put up points. That's the one thing I've learned about this Arizona team this year. We will put up fucking points.
Oh, yeah.
And the other thing I've learned is we are going to give up points.
Oh, yeah. Lots of them.
Over under at 67.5. That's really high for a Utah game, but I do think we have one of the best offenses in the Pac-12. Actually, probably the best offense in the Pac-12. We're number 5 in the fucking nation. Give me the over and give me Arizona to cover because of the fact that we will just put up enough points to cover. We're going to, it's going to be another 40 to 50 game type of situation.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. It's going to be it's going to be a lot, but it's going to be enough to cover.
Yeah, we lose by 7, 10, maybe 14 points, but we're not losing by 18 plus. We're gonna score too many points for Utah to beat us by 18 or more.
Yeah, absolutely. U of A, let's fucking go. Bear down. Go Cats. Noah, that's all the games that we have to handicap this week. You got anything else to say to the D-Gens before we sign off for college football best bets week 10?
Bear down, go Cats, baby.
Bear down, go Cats. Sky U, Ma, Rowboat, Gophers.
Yeah, we took a little hiatus on that because dropping 3 games in a row wasn't pretty. But they did win 31-0 last week, so you know what? We're okay with that.
Hey, shout out.
They play Nebraska this week. Hopefully another blowout win. At this point, hopefully the Gophers get a good bowl game.
Hey, at least
that's all
you can watch. At least you can hope for something. Yeah,
a bowl game in a nice, warm, sunny area.
No, you don't want to be in the Goodyear blimp, inflated bowl or whatever the hell they're called.
No, the biggest thing is the fucking Pinstripe Bowl.
I can't wait to get back into bowl season and hear all this bullshit again.
the Pinstripe Bowl at Yankee Stadium in fucking late December. Because, who doesn't want to go to Yankee Stadium on December 27th or 28th, whatever it is, for the Pinstripe Bowl?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel so we can quit our day jobs and do this full time. Follow us on the socials in the link tree down below. We also got our shop. Check it out. We got some pretty dope merch. Yeah, and we got NFL bets coming later as well. And all of the reactions and everything next week. We're your one-stop shop for everything degenerate, everything sports. Like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe. Thanks for listening and watching. I've been the Brofect1 AJ. That's the Money Train Noah. We'll see you next time on Degenerate Takes.